product developer? I barely know her. All right. First, let me say that I am not a watch designer. Most of you who follow me have seen the way I dress. I have no business in working in the fashion industry whatsoever. But there's been a few suggestions I've been able to make during my time at Original Grain that uses marketing data to build on our current product line and increase performance. And in today's episode, I'm going to teach you when and how the marketing team should be influencing product development at your e-com brand. This episode is brought to you by Intelligems, our profit growth platform. We're testing something new on our website right now that I don't want to share the details of yet, but early results look insane. It's increasing conversion rate and it's increasing AOV, and that adds up to a nearly 50% increase in profit per session, and we couldn't find any of these unlocks without Intelligems. So you should go to intelligems.io right now, and schedule a demo and let them know I sent you. All right. How and when marketing should be influencing product development. Number one, I think when there's low-hanging fruit based on sales data. Look at what's selling. Look at what's not. Do more of what's working and do less of what's not. Super simple, but can be super impactful. And oftentimes when everyone's working on the same brand, they can get so close to it that they're almost blind to see some of what, these obvious low-hanging fruit opportunities can be. The example for us was turning one of our watches. We just did it in black, and it became the number 2 best-selling watch for the last 3 years. And for us, what makes up a watch is, the material, the shape, the movement, and the color. We had a watch that was the right movement, the right shape, the right material, but the wrong color. It wasn't black. Black's our best performing color. So we were like, hey, we've got one variable off here. Let's do it in black, and let's see what happens. And it absolutely ripped. This can also inform new product strategy. When we're launching something new, we try to kind of isolate the new variable. So if we're testing a new material, the marketing team is always pushing us to, launch it in the same shape, the same movement, and the same color that we know crushes, so that way the only variable we're testing is that material piece of it. So if it works, great, we know it works, but if it flops, we know that the problem is with the new material because the other variables that make up with that watch are already our best performers. So that's number one. Look at low-hanging fruit, see what's working for you guys, do more of it. Number two, the marketing team should be giving feedback and giving guidance to the product dev team on how the product release schedule affects performance marketing. We've actually been on kind of both ends of the spectrum in the last couple of years at OG. We've been through some months and quarters where we don't have a ton of new product to launch. And we've been through times where we are overwhelmed with the vast amount of watches that we have to launch. So we're still trying to find kind of the perfect middle ground. But the most important thing we know is that dropping new products is the single greatest tactic we have, the single greatest lever we can pull, the single greatest tool we can pull out of the tool belt to decrease CAC and increase LTV. And those two things are obviously very important when it comes to performance marketing. So, looking back at, some months where business was tough and we missed efficiency goals, when the marketing team digs into the data, there's been a couple of times where we found like, hey, ads were actually performing pretty well. New customer efficiency didn't really change. But what changed is we weren't getting a ton of repeat purchases. And those times usually correlated with times where we didn't have a lot of new watches being launched. So in that one example, we knew that we needed to have more frequent product releases. You need to find the best balance for what works for your brand, but dropping new products absolutely affects performance. So the marketing team should be showing data to the product team and to the leadership team to help push that schedule and cadence in the right direction. The third way here is when there's customer feedback. This could either be unprompted, or the marketing team probably should be surveying past customers on some kind of consistent basis. But oftentimes the marketing team is just closer to customer feedback than the product team or the leadership team. So you're going to have to relay this information back. Maybe customers feel like, the product's quality doesn't match the price they paid. Maybe they say they want it in new colors, bigger, smaller, more diverse. Maybe they want matching sets, or maybe they want you to expand into new categories, which brings me to my last point. But before I get there, customer feedback is super crucial. None of us talk to customers enough. None of us survey customers enough. You need to both watch their behavior and listen to what they say. You need to do both of those things, because sometimes customers say what they don't mean. But a combination of watching their behavior and listening to what they say can help inform your product development strategy, and the marketing team should have their ears to the streets on that one. All right, my last point, the marketing team should be involved with new product when that new product can help expand your TAM, can help grow your total addressable market. Marketing, I think, should be suggesting new products that can help you reach new audiences. This could be in a new category, like I mentioned a minute ago. I think Ridge has done the best job of this of any brand I've ever seen. They used to be called Ridge Wallet. They used to be purely a wallet company, but now they sell rings and luggage and knives, and I think all those businesses are like bigger than most e-com brands alone. A couple of years ago, they even launched their own watches. I'm thankful that they're not doing a ton of that these days, but they were on, from the outside looking in, looked like they were on a hot streak of expanding to new products, and I think it's helped their business a ton. Now, we've done a bit of product expansion at OG. We sell rings and necklaces and stuff. But the bigger lever we pull to increase our TAM is to launch partnerships with big brands. Jack Daniels, Realtree, the New York Yankees. Each one of these partnerships opens us up to a new audience. And for a watch company that, is pretty niche, our TAM is not every guy who wants a watch. We're a little more niche than that. So finding these partnerships to help grow our audience, to help grow the amount of people that would be interested in an original grain watch is super impactful to us. So marketers, look at how new products could open yourselves up to new audiences, and start suggesting that to the product team. So if you are stuck on your product dev roadmap, I need you to take a good hard look at these 4 things. Look for low-hanging fruit based on your sales data. Look at your product release calendar and ask yourself, does it currently support all your performance marketing needs? Survey your customers. Watch their behavior and listen to what they say to figure out what they want more of. And lastly, look at how to use new products to expand your TAM. Look at how to create something that might make someone a customer who currently has no reason to be your customer today. That's it. Short and sweet episode of Tactical and Practical. Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you next time.